Now, preview time. So let's take a look at what's coming your way.
What's going on, everybody? Welcome back to the Casa D18 Studios channel. You could be anywhere else in the world right now, but you're here with me, and I greatly appreciate it. And it's time, once again, to step into the war zone. That's right, it's time for another edition of the Weekly Acquisition Report, where I, the Renegade, show you, the viewer, the latest additions to my ever-growing movie library. Today we're going to take a look at some Blu-rays that I picked up from the Dollar Tree. The last time I did a run over there, you saw some of the DVDs that I picked up last week. Today it's going to be Blu-rays. What's going on, everybody? Thank you for joining me here once again for another edition of The War Zone, the Weekly Acquisition Report. And as I said in the introduction, last week I showed you a bunch of DVDs that I had recently picked up from the Dollar Tree. Today, we're going to take a look at some Blu-rays that I picked up during the same haul, the same run. Just had enough that I decided to split it up into two different episodes, two different shows for you. Let's get into it here, shall we? First one I picked up, certified fresh from Rotten Tomatoes. It's called Unsane, starring Claire Foy. Don't know the actress really, but it looks like a good suspense thriller to me based on the description and everything. Certified fresh means a lot of people have enjoyed it that have seen it. Figured I'd give it a shot. Like I said, it just looks interesting. It grabbed my attention. The next one, in the spirit of Halloween and horror movies, I picked up The Purge. I'm not 100% entirely sure if I had already grabbed this from Dollar Tree. So for $1.25, I figured I'd take the risk, grab it. If I do already have it, I can always offer it as a giveaway somewhere down the line on a show. But better to be safe than sorry, I always say. Purge is definitely a modern day franchise. Can definitely do that one year during the road to Halloween. But you got to start somewhere. Got to start with the original. This month on the channel is a salute to Sandra Bullock. I ended up picking up Ocean's 8. Again, I'm not 100% positive if I don't already own this. But like I said for The Purge, for $1.25, I'm willing to take the risk. And if I do already own Ocean's 8 on Blu-ray, another giveaway. You know, I'll just pass on the extras to you, the viewers. We figure out some way to do a contest or a donation or something, and you guys can win a gift box, some prizes from me with all my extra stuff. But Ocean's 8 is going to be the final movie this month for Sandra Bullock month. So I figured, what's the harm? Again, if I already have it, it's a prize. If I don't have it, I add it to the collection. It's something I'm reviewing anyways, right? I found a Spanish language cover copy of 300 Rise of the Empire. You guys know I've mentioned in the past how much I get a kick out of these foreign language covers. I don't even open these. I just leave these sealed in plastic, put them on my shelf as a display piece. They're conversation starters. I already own this on regular Blu-ray, but I find the Spanish language covers and I use them for conversation pieces. I think they're great additions to my collection, and they're just that. They're collection pieces that you're not going to open. I found this movie called Survivor, and the cast list really intrigued me. You got Mila Jovovich, Pierce Brosnan, Dylan McDermott, Angela Bassett, Robert Forster. Hell of an all-star cast there. I don't know a whole lot about the film, but again, the cast is what really intrigued me. I'm a fan of a lot of those individuals who I just listed off. So for $1.25, it's cheaper than going to Blockbuster, Hollywood Video. It's cheaper than the Red Box unless you've got a free code. Give it a try, right? I picked up the Blu-ray of Danny Collins. Now this I know I picked up on DVD. It's on one of my older episodes of Warzone. But I didn't have it on Blu-ray, so I went ahead, I upgraded. It's about a man who finds a letter from John Lennon and the inspirational path it puts him on. Being a fan of the Beatles, you guys know John Lennon. It's going to be a big deal for me. Al Pacino, Annette Bening, Jennifer Garner, Bobby Cannavale, Christopher Plummer. Hell of a cast. Once again, it's also got the digital copy, so I can add it to my Vudu. Gotta upgrade for something like that. I found a movie called Samson. Story of Samson, Samson and Delilah. Jackson Rathbone, Rutger Hauer, Billy Zane, Lindsay Wagner. Again, hell of a cast. Story of Samson, Samson and Delilah. Definitely something that should be interesting to take a look at some point down the road. I found a movie starring Kate Mara, who I've never really heard of before, called Megan Levy, based on the true story of a Marine's best friend. Story about a Marine and her dog. You wouldn't think something like this would catch my attention on the surface, but reading the back and the description, it really just kind of arose my interests, and I figured, again, what the hell? It's $1.25. If it sucks, I only paid $1.25, and I'll donate it to Goodwill or something, give it away on a Facebook group. Who knows? You might remember last week I had secured the complete season 10 of Doctor Who on DVD. Well, I also found a couple of Doctor Who Blu-rays. I found Twice Upon a Time with the same Doctor for Series 10. And I found The Waters of Mars, starring David Tennant as the Doctor. Added those to my collection. Like I told you last week, my girlfriend is really into Doctor Who. So I figured grab those, intrigue her, something she'd enjoy watching. And then I do have a couple of other DVDs that I found when I went out this past week or so. I added a couple more to this Blu-ray stack that I rattled off that I didn't previously have when I filmed the one for last week. In doing so, I found a couple other DVDs. So we'll show those really quick. Tom Hardy as Al Capone. Something I've been trying to put together for a minute is a biopics month. So Tom Hardy as Al Capone definitely can fit in there. Curious to see how he does. I picked up Godzilla, the King of the Monsters. One of the more modern takes of Godzilla. $1.25. Why the heck not? Especially if I'm going to eventually get to Godzilla vs. Kong, which came out. Got to get through both the Kong movies and the Godzilla movies first, right? And the last DVD I got is a film called Little. It's got Regina Hall and Issa Rae. Again, the movie looked cute. It looked interesting to me. $1.25. Figured I'd give it a shot. What do you guys think of the haul here today? Let me know. If you're watching the premiere, leave your thoughts and comments over here. If you're watching on demand later in the day, leave your thoughts and comments down here. But let me know what you think about this, my latest haul from the Dollar Tree. Have you seen Unsane? Have you seen Survivor or Danny Collins? How do you feel about Ocean's 8? Have you seen Samson? What were your thoughts on Godzilla, the King of Monsters, or Capone? Let me know in the comments below. Make sure you don't give me any spoilers, but I'm just curious to know what your thoughts are of these movies. Again, if you're watching the premiere, thoughts and comments here. On demand, thoughts and comments down here. Let's have that conversation, that discussion, that debate, that interaction that I'm always clamoring for. And make sure you guys tune in tomorrow, right here on the Casa D18 Studios channel, for another brand new installment of Renegades Reviews. And it'll be time to take a look at the next Sandra Bullock film for this month. We'll take a look at While You Were Sleeping, starring Sandra Bullock, Bill Pullman, Peter Boyle, Jack Warden, Glynis Johns, and Peter Gallagher. And then at the top of the hour, both right here on the Casa D18 Studios channel, as well as over on the Jeff Meacham Network, it'll be time for the dads not always on wrestling to come together once again, and we'll be discussing the top 10 matches in ECW November to Remember history. You don't want to miss out on any of that content, both right here on the Casa D18 Studios channel and over on the Jeff Meacham Network. We've got Renegades Reviews, Dad's Not Always on Wrestling. So much content still coming this month, even though we're back to our regular schedule. You really don't want to miss out on any of it. So make sure you smash that like button. Make sure you're subscribed. Make sure that notification bell is turned on. That way you're alerted anytime a video drops right here on the Casa D18 Studios channel or anytime we go live, as is the case with Statboy Sports Bar, Open Mic Night, pay-per-view PLE coverage, etc. Share this video with your family, friends, loved ones, co-workers, movie fanatics, cinephiles in your life. Anybody you can think of who would enjoy my content, my videos, share this with them. It's the only way we'll boost up my visibility in YouTube's algorithms so I can eventually get monetized and make some money on this endeavor. Thank you once again to everyone who joined me and tuned in today. It means more to me than you'll ever know. And I will see you guys next time.